Hello and welcome to another Analysis Behind the News. The McClatchy Washington Bureau reported last week that Republican donors panic as Donald Trump's controversies expand. The article starts off, pangs of fear and frustration are rippling through the Republican donor and operative classes as Donald Trump's self-inflicted wounds threaten to fully derail the GOP legislative agenda and tarnish the party's brand headed into the midterms. Does anyone really believe that? Have we forgotten that Trump has faced an uphill battle since day one, and that his strategy of battling the globalists with an America First agenda won him the approval of the American electorate, and that this should have made him an enemy of globalists too? We would argue that this is what is threatening to derail the agenda, the globalists in both political parties. As we have said before, the globalists are not sitting on their hands worrying about implementing their agenda. They have taken proactive steps to get into key roles of the Trump administration. And just who are these people? In its May 22nd issue, the New American magazine has an article asking, is the swamp draining Trump? Alex Newman reports on globalists in the administration, particularly the members of the Council on Foreign Relations, or CFR. Some of these key individuals include U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao, recently appointed U.S. Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, even though he was a term member, not a full member, National Security Advisor Lieutenant General Herbert McMaster, and U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer. And let's linger a bit on Mr. Lighthizer. As of last week, he gave official written notice to Congress that the U.S. would renegotiate NAFTA sometime mid-August. According to Reuters, Lighthizer said he triggered a 90-day consultation period with Congress, industries, and the American public that would allow talks over one of the world's biggest trading blocs to begin August 16th. Renegotiation of NAFTA was a key campaign promise of U.S. President Donald Trump, who frequently called the 23-year-old trade pact a disaster that has drained U.S. factories and well-paid manufacturing jobs to Mexico. Lighthizer told reporters NAFTA has been successful for U.S. agriculture, investment services, and the energy sector, but not for manufacturing. He added that he hopes to complete negotiations by the end of 2017. As a starting point for negotiations, we should build on what has worked in NAFTA and change and improve what has not. Lighthizer said in a conference call with reporters, if renegotiations result in a fairer deal for American workers, there is value in making the transitions to a modernized NAFTA as seamless as possible. A modernized NAFTA. He explained this to mean that certain standards should be updated. However, the CFR has argued that deeper integration of the North American countries would be beneficial. In 2014, a CFR task force chaired by disgraced retired General David Petraeus and Robert Zoellick, former president of the World Bank Group and chairman of Goldman Sachs' International Advisors, released the report, North America, Time for a New Focus. They wrote in it, the task force proposes a comprehensive set of recommendations for deepening North American integration, concentrating on 4 pivotal areas: energy, economic competitiveness, security, and community. Now they suggest in each of these areas, the 3 countries work to help each other in fighting crime, increasing the cross-border flow of goods, people, and services, and interconnecting national economies. And how do they suggest to do this? Basically by, erasing our borders, approving amnesty for illegal aliens, and harmonizing, otherwise known as entangling, our energy infrastructure to help reduce global warming. Nowhere in this report is there a mention of what this would do to our country's independence or the impact this would have on American liberties. But hey, these are globalists. They have no real concern over such matters, other than viewing them as an obstacle to merely overcome. In fact, as we reported a few weeks ago on the building of the North American Union, the CFR is the principal organization we fought against to stop the NAU from being created in 2010. Do you think they see this renegotiation as an opportunity to move ahead to build upon the cornerstone of NAFTA? Of course they do. And with the beating they took during Brexit, they are looking to chalk one up in their win column. They want to see the North American Union created and will use NAFTA renegotiations to drive this forward. They want to create unaccountable regional superstates like the European Union on their way to a new world order, as they call it. It's time to squash this effort to help protect American independence and liberties. So folks, the clock is already ticking. For the next 90 days, we need you to let Congress and the President know that we need to get out of NAFTA and not renegotiate. We are in the process of updating existing tools and creating new tools for you to use. But in the meantime, call them to begin creating pressure. And keep an eye on jbs.org for these new tools. We beat them at their game once before, actually several times before, and we can do it again. So make your phone calls. Phone numbers are listed in these video descriptions, and subscribe to the New American to stay updated on news that you can use. Dues-paying JBS members get this magazine as one of their membership benefits. Go to jbs.org to weigh your options. And be sure to like and share this video with family and friends. Sign up for our e-newsletters and subscribe to our social media channels. Until next time, we'll see you then.